Hey, what's going on, guys? So I did something. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but I flew to LA and met up with Deji. And also met up with Jallow, his cameraman, and Dax, and we all made a diss track on KSI. Was that the original reason I went to LA? Absolutely not. Literally, so much shit happened while I was there, and I was there for just over 2 days. It wasn't like I was there for a week and a half doing this. I was there for just over 2 days. I landed late Monday night, and I left really, really late Wednesday night. But this video in particular, I'm going to be reacting to the diss track that we all did on KSI. I'm going to pause a lot more than normal reactions because I'm going to tell you guys a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that happened with this. But the entire story of how this actually happened is crazy. So like I said earlier, I didn't go to LA to make a diss track on KSI. So if you guys can remember, around a week or so ago, might have even been a little bit less than that, I'm not entirely sure, but Randolph made his second diss track on Deji, and it really cut him deep. And Randolph also threw some bars at me at the end of that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hit up Deji. You know, he put us both on this song. He went at both of us. I'm gonna hit up Deji to see if maybe he wants to work on a song together. I don't know if he could possibly meet up with me or something like that. I don't know. But without hesitation, my dude said, yes, do you want me to fly you to LA? So we just worked out some details, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to LA. I've been seeing all this stuff, and I felt like hardly anybody was on Deji's side, and I've always enjoyed Deji. And plus, Randolph was coming at me again. I mean, Randolph and I don't have any personal beef or anything like that, but he was coming at me, like, lyrically and, like, thinking he's a better rapper than me, and I wasn't about to have that. So I said yes, and Deji flew me out to LA, and we were going to make a diss track on Randolph. So I landed on Monday night at around 8 o'clock, showed up to the house. He was funny as fuck, very welcoming, just an absolutely amazing person. But Deji, me, Jallow, my brother Ryan, and his roommate Jordan, they picked me up from the airport and took me to the house. We all literally sat at the bar inside of this house and talked for like 4 hours, just bro talk. And then I brought it up, I was like, you know what, we need to talk about this Randolph stuff. And that's when Deji laid it on me. He's like, I'm actually doing a diss track on KSI with Jallow and Dax, and we're going to record it tonight. You're more than welcome to come. But then in addition to that, he and I were going to go back to the studio the next day to record the diss on Randolph, and all the music videos were going to be shot in the same day. And Deji even asked me, he's like, do you want to hop in on this? And I told him no. I told him I don't have a dog in this fight. KSI's never said anything to me. I haven't said anything to him. There's no reason for me to hop in on this. So we go to the studio that night. Deji, Dax, and Jallow all record their parts. They mess around with it for a few hours. They get the song completely done, mixed and mastered and all that stuff, and it's ready to go that night. So then we go back to the house, and Deji and I stayed up till like 6 o'clock in the morning just talking to each other. You know, then obviously we go to sleep, and then around 11 o'clock the next morning, my phone is just absolutely blowing up. Like, people keep texting me and everything else, and they were telling me that KSI name dropped me in his Quadeca diss. So I heard this, and I was completely confused, to be honest, because I didn't say anything about KSI in my diss track on Randolph. It was strictly between us. I mean, I made the video on why I didn't believe KSI was the best rapper on YouTube, and I thought I had some pretty valid points in that. It wasn't like a disrespectful thing. It was just, you know, like, it was like, I don't think you're the best rapper on YouTube. I even said he was a good artist in it, but I don't think he's the best rapper on YouTube. I did it back then, and I still don't. But, you know, when he name dropped me and, like, tried to use a pun on my song Rap or Die and said he hopes I die, I was like, wow, okay, that was shitty, but you know what, fuck it, let's do this. So I had a conversation with the rest of the guys, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, you need to hop in on this track. So I did. I wrote my shit in like 2 or 3 hours at the house. We went to the studio. I wrote a little bit more while I was there, and then boom, this is what we have. So I just want you guys to keep in mind, I came into this ready to diss Randolph, had all this stuff in my phone about what I was gonna say. Literally had absolutely zero about KSI. I said it from the beginning when people called me a clout chaser and shit. If I wanted to be a clout chaser, I would have dissed at KSI in the very beginning, which I did not do. But then when he came at me, he was like, you know, I gotta fucking retaliate. It's just a big shit show. But now that I got you guys somewhat caught up, there's a little bit more behind it to this. I'm probably just forgetting some stuff. I'm going to react to the song that we made. I'm not going to explain my lyrics or anything like that. I'm going to save that for another video because I had some really, really in-depth shit in this that I know people did not catch. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Remember, guys, I'm going to be pausing a lot, talk about behind-the-scenes stuff, and like let you know what my experience was with everything like that. But here we go! Before I start reacting, Jallow, who was the cameraman in all of this and had the second verse on the song, he actually recorded a behind-the-scenes to a lot of this. I was the cameraman for a lot of this. I was the cameraman for the behind-the-scenes stuff. Deji was the cameraman for the behind-the-scenes stuff. We just had a lot of fun with it. But he put together a little montage of stuff like that on his channel, so if you guys want to go check that out, it's the first link in the description. There's some funny stuff that happened in there.
Deji, X Dax, X Crypt.
Alright, pause number 1. The original thing was Deji X Dax, and that was it, because I wasn't on the song. And then KSI fucked up, and now I'm on the song.
Let's go. JJ wanna play games, wanna snake me, get your friends trying to battle me.
I'm behind Deji right up there. You can't see me, but I'm doing a lot of hip thrusts.
Now they wanna bait names, how can a man choose friends over family? JJ,
this street right here, the Hollywood sign, was actually in the background of it. Some of the shots you can kind of see where we're not blocking it. If you zoom all the way in, it's right there in the background. It was a really cool spot, but there were cars, non-stop coming through that shit. There was even the police that came through. There was a lady that was honking at us, and some bitch tried to run me over.
We ain't the same. When I start wars, it only brings casualty. Little boy, stay in your lane. I'ma drag you to the ground like gravity. Talk about me, only negativity. Bringing up girls to ruin credibility. Text my parents to try and get rid of me. How in hell have you not lost dignity? Like, whoa, how could you block your bro? Even block your mum and dad too? How could you be so low? Did you know? Your friend's only there for the dough. Oh no, your friend's only there so they blow.
Okay, so that part right there, I thought it was pretty cool. For one, I see a lot of comments that say Deji didn't write his own shit. He wrote all of his own shit, wrote every single bit of it. I think Jallow did a couple things like to help him with flows and stuff like that and throw in some words. But like all the disses and stuff, he wrote himself. But while Deji was recording this, the first time he did it, he sounded really soft and stuff. And then I remember like I clicked the thing and I was like, Deji, why are you doing this? I was like, get fucking pissed, get mad. And then he really got into it, and it was awesome seeing him in the booth just fucking go crazy like that. It was really cool.
Yeah, you got the big bucks. Clark at you gas for a quick fuck. When you got a girl to lick your ass instead of getting your dick sucked. You're not a king, your mind is vacant. Need a doctor running out of patience. Cause of my vid, you're moving your statements.
Okay, so the middle finger thing was funny to us because Jallow can never get the right shot for it. His camera would never focus. The only time it kind of focused was the very first one Deji did, and he like turned around all robotic like and just like, you know, did that. It was just funny the way it looked. Yeah, you had to be there.
You always say you made me. You always say I'm lazy. But I'm here on my grind while you're just killing babies. And how can you attack a man when you fucked a girl in a caravan? Your flow is poor, your songs are shit. You're 10 times worse than my cameraman.
You ain't got time for your bro, but you got time for these hoes. Oh no, yo, yeah, I'm the guy on the camera. I'll get the craziest flow.
Anytime you see Jallow on the camera, your boy is the cameraman filming that shit.
The name is Jallow. I'm stealing the show. I'm taking it home. Now you're beefing the pros, but I'm gonna blow. So stop with the glow and tell your fans. Screaming to know I'm just an elegant you. Everyone knows I'm better than you. Could ever expose your relevant views? Cause bro, you're afraid of telling the truth. I know you think you're awesome, but it's time to take some caution. You baited out Deji for texting those girls, but you're on your fourth abortion. Spent 100k on a crap track, still got a draw now, that's that. Instead of sparring or going gym, you're posting strippers on Snapchat. All my vids you want share man, but now I'm getting their airtime. Like Malaysia Airlines, nobody's found your hairline.
Alright, so Jallow actually surprised me a lot with how well he could rap. I've heard him before, like, whenever he did this thing with Big Shaq, but, like, the very first night that I got there, I asked him to rap for me, like, the song that they were doing, and Jallow started rapping for me. I was like, oh shit, he's actually not that bad.
Pussy ass boy, please excuse my manners. Uncle Tom nigga, you a YouTube cracker. Speak on my name, that's a YouTube dagger. I'm a mainstream nigga, not a YouTube rapper. I was in the trap trying to get my rest. When I heard you was talking, I was like, that's blessed. Got a couple million views off the shit, no stress. Waste time on a pussy ass nigga, say less. Please stab with me. If you do, then it's dead to the G. Well, you better take care of a lead. Catch L's like definitely, oh yeah, oh, you a troll. Why the fuck you talking? Cause everybody know.
Okay. So I want to talk about Dax for a little bit. Guys, Dax is the real fucking deal. Dax will blow up in 2019. There's like no doubt in my mind. There is a distinct difference between somebody like Dax and somebody like me, okay? Like I'm really good with lyrics and I'm really good with like meanings and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the swagger behind stuff, when it comes to like the voice and just like the punches and everything, the mannerisms, Dax was born to be a rapper. The camera presence he has, the mannerisms that he has while performing his stuff, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Not to mention this dude can fucking sing like a motherfucker.
That I went from nothing to something and started bubbling, and now they paying to see me, and that's fact. Man, I went from cleaning in public to getting money in bunches, so if you hating a nigga, then you whack. Lois called me up the other day and asked me what I was doing. That's your ex-girlfriend, she was practically drooling. Put that bitch up on her back, I had to toot it and boot it. She a bad little bitch, so I couldn't get this.
That was probably the funniest fucking thing that ever happened in the studio with all of us. Dax was literally just fucking smacking his hand and making moaning noises, and we all just lost our shit.
Dax had the bitch bad on the back. Dax had to put gas on the track. Dax had to put pen to the patch to show niggas how the best will react. KSI, this is not a game. Wanna thank you for the clout, but you still a lame. I don't really give a fuck if you say my name, cause it's only getting views multiplying fame. Nigga, you so trash, so bad, got your body in a toe tag. No cap, nah nigga can't collab. You trash, couldn't pay me like 40 racks, 40 racks, 40 racks. Yeah, nigga, that's right. If you had Dax up on your song, that shit will probably change your life.
It's kind of funny it took a nobody for you to finally rap for once. Okay, real quick, I don't want to pause too much in my part because I don't want to gas myself up or anything like that. First of all, I have a deodorant stain on the bottom left of my shirt that nobody fucking told me about and I'm just now noticing. Fuck! But the whole KSI thing worked out crazily because like the one line he said about me was making fun of my song Rap or Die, and I just so happened to bring a Rap or Die shirt with me. So I thought it was very fitting to wear that shirt. So Fuck you.
Okay, so now my name's a dropping, thanks for that. The Crypt and empty since a ripped and a Randall's ass. You wanna step to me? Here's the welcome mat. This fat man gotta eat it, bitch, you a snack. You wanna be Aries, but you barely research. You the god of war, but I'm the god of rap. Bitch, bow to me until your hairy knees hurt. I'ma make you see how a real god react. You wanna rap? Let's fucking rap. The beat pause that. I'ma pick up the pin and rip inside of his bullshit. Split is illegitimate, so we can't jizz in the snack. I'm sorry, Andrew, man, I know that makes you sad, but we can't risk this man killing another kid, cause he can't cover his dick and his pull-out game is trash. And I rap fast, cause you can't fucking do it. You don't like it, well, time to suffer for it. And I'm killing him like I'm Kratos. Keep his kids kept in a drain hose, cause he shit is spitting, but he thinks he's sick, cause every single side man say so. Icarus idiot can understand the idioms I ain't get him. Sucks more than the stiff syringe that they sticking in. The bitches snatch to suck out your slipsy man. I snap, it's in the tag, you catch what I'm at. I bet these bars are flying over your head like a bag. You're an idiot to involve me, I'll implode. Trying to be like Aries cause you fear the Trojan. Can't get on your cock cause I'm not Randolph. He's your brain like a cranioplast, I'll pass on. Trying to handle all these bars that I heave out. Get jabbed by this little prick and bleed out.
Alrighty, so there was my part. There's a behind the scenes part in Jallow's video where I was walking down the street and some bitch tried to run me over. You need to go check that out. But like I said, I'll dive into my lyrics. Had another video. It's shit's crazy.
Yeah, I got Deji up in the studio right now. Flew all the way here from London just to... Hey, Lily Bonds. Where you at?
Alright, and there's Dex shooting his shot at fucking Lily Pons. But yeah, guys, overall, I thought the track was really cool. Everybody held their own, I felt like. Except for Dax. I feel like he pretty much outshined all of us. I mean, lyrics-wise, I had some cool stuff, but like, I mean, this man, he's heads above. I don't like saying people are better than me, but Dax is better than me. See, Randolph, it's not that fucking hard to admit. But that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. I might have another one tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't slept in like 36 hours. I got on a plane from LA at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had a layover in Dallas, Texas. They lost my fucking luggage in Texas. I had to go to Nashville and then drive 2 hours up to Kentucky. It's just some crazy shit. But that's why I never made a reaction to the KSI diss track, just because I was in the fucking house with Deji. There's just a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit happened, and more to come. More to come, so subscribe and stick around for that shit, and unsubscribe when all the drama's over. So peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Penis.